you. There will be a concert coming up again. It's been many years now for the benefit of Emmaus House. And the performer, the star of the show, also happens to carry a badge. He is the sheriff of Saginaw County, and he is Bill Federspiel, who is with us this morning. First of all, Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Art. How are you today?
I'm doing well, and as I mentioned when you came in here, you have to learn to sing some oldies.
Yes.
One of them would be "Oh, Donna."
I love that song.
Because the executive director of Emmaus House is with us. She is Donna Clark. Donna,
good morning. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How many years now for this Emmaus House concert? It's been at least 6, maybe 5, 6?
I think it's
or more.
I think it's five. But then you still played the piano for Our Lady's
That's right.
Choir.
6 years ago. Yeah,
So-
started 6 years
six.
ago, but 5 with the concerts, like Kenny
Absolutely.
Rogers Band, then with the Shakedown Band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's a real honor to be able to do it. Plus, I enjoy performing, so it's
I
a
never would
win-win.
have known that.
Yeah, I know. I'm really shy and introverted. Actually, I was as a kid. I've said that
So
before.
was I. I mean,
Yeah.
it's funny
really
how
was.
that happens. Donna, tell us, first of all, Donna has an interesting story, which I've heard, but tell us, first of all, about the Emmaus House and what it is.
Absolutely. Emmaus House is a transitional living home for women coming from jail, prison, or rehab. It started out, Sister Marietta Fritz started it in 1987 as a shelter for homeless women coming from jail because she did jail ministry and she saw the revolving door. We have since restructured it. I call it a recovery school because it is a school. The women live there all day. They're doing classes, life skills, self-esteem groups, anger management groups, AA meetings, NA meetings, and they're working all day. They volunteer out in the community. We keep them busy because the scariest thing in early recovery, as I remember, was loneliness and boredom.
Okay, so I want to get to that because you mentioned those words, I remember,
I do.
because you lived it.
I did. I struggled with a heroin addiction for 25 years. And 25 years. And sure, at the beginning, I held things together and I had a family with children and I held it together and worked and functioned until I didn't. Drugs get a hold of you. They hijack your brain and they took over my life.
So, how do I ask this? I've often heard that before an addict seeks help, they have to reach rock bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Did you reach rock bottom?
I did, and I remember the moment. My rock bottom was 2017 Mother's Day. It was the first Mother's Day, and I was a mess. I was still working, holding things together, but I wasn't with my children. But they still called me all the time and checked on me, and I saw them. But that Mother's Day, I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get a text, like I wasn't even a mother. And I completely sank to a low that, and I remember I didn't want to live anymore. I loaded a syringe with enough that was going to kill me. And I said, if I don't have my children, I don't want to live. And I had my cell phone in the other hand. And I threw the syringe and called my sister crying and said the 3 words that saved my life is I need help, which I had never asked for help. And she was over my house the next day and got me into treatment. That was my last treatment of many. I have many substance abuse treatment centers that I've been to. And I never had to return to jail again, and I never had to go back to prison again. I was handed a brochure at treatment. And here's the difference. Because I went home after drug treatment every time, and home wasn't good. Toxic people, toxic places, toxic mindset. And this brochure said the Emmaus House. And I had never heard of the Emmaus House. I didn't even never been to Saginaw. And I said, I don't have any money. They said, it's free. I said, well, how long can I stay? As long as you need to. I said, send me there. Best decision of my life. Emmaus House not only saved my life, changed me into this person that I really like today. I hadn't liked myself in a very long time. And it gave me the structure and the discipline and the consequences to learn how not only to stay clean and sober, to become this better person that I am today. And like I said, it just absolutely, these women are beautiful women who just got lost for a while. And being that there's nothing my ladies can tell me that will shock me because I've been there, all homeless, prison, jail. And it just makes it a perfect fit because I identify with these women and they can see that there's a way out. So we lay out a path and we help them every step of the way. And it's working. That's why people like the sheriff are doing. My ladies aren't returning to jail. My ladies are becoming productive members.
Want to see the sheriff? He has to come to you.
Right.
Right. That's right, and I do.
Well, and he sees because these women just need a chance and they need support and they need forgiveness. You know, when the world turns its back on you and you have felonies and everybody's judged you as this person, no one believes in you. You don't believe in yourself. So it takes people at Emmaus House. My whole staff is in recovery. And we believe in these ladies, and we forgive them, and we start over, a new beginning.
I sat here purposely without interruption because I've heard Donna's before, and I knew I didn't have to ask any questions because she would answer them all.
Absolutely.
And you've lived it. And,
I have.
you know, you look at a lot of treatment programs around the country, and a lot of the folks putting forth those programs have been there because they're the ones that probably know it better than anyone.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny because when I got here, I never had a therapist before, and it's required at Emmaus House. And my one thing was I'll see a therapist, but I want a therapist who's been where I've been, who better to know what I'm going through and help me through. And that's why I became a recovery coach, because they're the best that can guide you. They've been there. Same with when I remember my OBGYN doctor when I had kids and I was freaking out about labor. And he said, "Oh, it's not so bad." Oh, really? Because how do you know it's not so bad? or like a priest. And I love our Catholic religion, but they counsel married couples on how to stay married. And I'm like, oh, well, how do you know? Like, who best to understand what an addict is going through than an addict in recovery?
How long have you been clean?
I have been clean. I'm coming up on 9 years.
It's been 9. Oh, wow.
Listen, I couldn't stay clean for 9 minutes. So this 9 years is so beautiful to me. But I'm still in recovery. You know, picture 9 years.
You'll always be in recovery.
Right. Picture 9 years compared to a 25-year heroin addiction. I'm still a baby. But you know what? I am loving recovery and I'm loving life today. And that is because of the NA Fellowship, my recovery coach, and Emmaus House.
We have a fellow here, Joe Volk, who does a show called Generating Gratitude. And he's a recovering alcoholic.
I think I did his show.
35, I think you did.
I did.
35 years, but yet he says, I'm still recovering.
Absolutely. Every day.
We're
one bad decision away from ending up right where we were. And you can't forget that. And I keep that right in my front brain that no matter how many years clean you have, you're one bad decision away from going right back to your misery.
What does the Emmaus House mean to the jail, the sheriff's department?
Well, you know, it's as a sheriff, I'd never really thought about getting in behind the Emmaus House. I knew the Emmaus House, you know, but I was raised Catholic, and I heard of Sister Marietta Fritz, and I didn't know much about it until I was asked to come and support their fundraiser over at the First Presbyterian Church 6 years ago, and they're like, you could play the piano. I wish I could play like Curtis McLeod, who's sitting next to me. He just walked in.
I was just going to say, you drug in one of your band members.
I did. Yeah, Joliet Jake here and Elwood Blues to my right, but we'll talk about that in a minute, Elwood. But so I said, these ladies, now I've always been someone who says, listen, I'm not going to advocate for you to get your sentence reduced or any of that. Some sheriffs do, some chiefs do. That's not my job. You've been, charged with whatever. So you're in the jail. You got to fulfill that consequence. As Donna said, there's got to be a consequence. So I'm not about getting people out early. But when they're getting out after they serve their time and they want to do better and they go straight from our jail at midnight.
We pick them up.
Yep, right to the Emmaus House. So they're clean. They're clean when they leave and they're clean when they get there. And I said, that's the kind of program I want to support because these ladies have made that choice that they want to do better. And I'll do whatever it takes.
Donna, how many can you handle at a time?
We have 31 beds.
Oh, you do have that many?
I do. We have 5 houses. And right now we're at 29. And we will have one coming next week. So we remain almost full capacity.
Demand is there, isn't it?
Oh, it's there. And unfortunately, yeah, it's a booming business, which we don't like. But I'm telling you, our women, the last 5 women who left this year are out with a job, a car, a driver's license, and living on their own and off government assistance, which is a goal of mine. Government assistance is there for a period of time to help you through a rough spot, but the ultimate goal is to get you independent.
Productive citizens.
And they're staying in Saginaw. So no matter if they're coming from Macomb County or Oakland County, their roots are here in Saginaw now, and they stay with their recovery. So we're bringing productive members of Saginaw's community. 3 of my ladies work at Underground Railroad. 1 is at Mustard Seed. 2 are at New Paths and Flint, all helping people with addiction to become healthier members of this Saginaw County. It's beautiful.
All right, we got to take a break, come back, and we'll have more with Donna and the sheriff and this other character sitting next to him. He works here, so I can say that. We'll be back.
For 60 years,
We're back with you here on WSGW. In studio with me, Donna Clark. She's the executive director of Emmaus House. Sheriff Bill Fetterspiel is going to be performing at the Emmaus House event on the 14th of this month. And another guy, another character. We're surrounded by characters this morning. But he is an extremely talented musician, not just on one instrument, but probably a dozen. Mm-hmm. And also works here as one of our account executives, and he is Curtis McLeod.
Good morning, Art. Thank you.
Good morning, Curtis. How long have you been performing with Bill?
Oh, gosh. 4 months, maybe?
It's been relatively new, right? Yeah.
Relatively newer.
He joined us up in Traverse City in October, and we had a great show up there, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
he started filling in for Randy Price, my guitar player. And then I realized Curtis can play harmonica, piano, he can play acoustic guitar, electric guitar. Right. He plays just about everything. And
never heard him sing.
He does sing.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of.
He sings. You're going to hear him on Saturday night.
That's great.
So Saturday night show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mix. You don't just do Kenny Rogers. You don't just do Bob Seger. You do a bunch.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout-out to Mary Sullivan, who's the committee chairwoman of this event. And Mary Sullivan said to me a couple years ago, "Oh, you guys are doing Elvis for the whole time?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I heard you don't like Elvis." But I said, "What I got? You know, I do tributes." And she's like, "I'd love variety." So I said to the band, "Let's do a variety show." And I'm telling you, they have been working very, very hard at this since October, learning all the new songs. We're going this little Rock of Ages type of a show from current music all the way back to the 70s and 60s, actually. You got Tom Jones and Bob Seger. We're not doing any Elvis. We'll do a little bit of Kenny Rogers. Blues Brothers.
You did Elvis last year.
I did Elvis last year, so we're not going to do that this year. But the Blues Brothers is brand new. A lot of costume changes. I'm waiting to see what Curtis is going to be when we do our Village People. I'm not going to be the cop. I'm just telling you. I'm not going to be the cop.
We got to do the YMCA.
I'm going to be the biker, so I don't know what Curtis is going to be. So be prepared for all kinds of costume changes. It's going to be a fun show, and that's what it's about, is entertaining people and also raising money for the Emmaus House. And we're hoping to earn more than $60,000 this year for Donna and the Emmaus House.
So let's talk about tickets for a minute here, and we'll come back to them later too. But are they available?
Well, here's the story. We wanted to get on your show a lot earlier, but we still have a few tickets left. They're going quick. You can go on our website, www.emmaushousesaginaw.com, and you can get them right on there. Then what happens is we get the amount, and your tickets will be at will call. But I'm telling you, you have to do it quick because there is less than 20 tickets left. We have a full house. But if you've never attended this, it is so fun. Mm-hmm. And it's beautiful. Horizons does an amazing job for us. And it is so entertaining that the night just flies by and you don't want it to end. So there are a few tickets left, and like I said, you got to be quick, but I guarantee you will have an amazing time.
It's also interesting because a lot of the gals that are current residents come.
Oh, they're so excited.
And a lot of you keep in touch with the alumni, don't you?
I do. They remain part of our family. And I still have girls who left last year calling on a bad day, which is what they're supposed to do, and say, I'm struggling. And all you need to do is stay on the phone with them, meet up with coffee or go out to lunch and get them through that moment. And I have girls that do that a lot. They know they can call anytime. I'm still part of their family. But our girls are trying on all their dresses right now. And a lot of our girls have never been to homecoming or prom. So they're getting all elegant.
Up, huh?
And I have somebody coming to do hair and makeup on Saturday. And they're just going all out. And how exciting it is to see the smiles on these girls' faces, looking beautiful in their dresses. They're very excited.
Tickets online. They're $80.
Yes.
And do you still have sponsorship opportunities? Or
Always. Always, yes. We welcome that anytime. The banner has been created with the sponsors, but we definitely, the sponsorship is such a key part of our fundraiser and so necessary. We have had some amazing sponsors this year, and we will, on my next newsletter, be thanking all of them. Because I couldn't do it without the sponsors.
And Donna, if we get any sponsors, I know the banner's already been made, but you ever watch Rocky and the ring girls will come around? I'll be the ring girl. I will. If there's any new sponsors from today till Saturday, I will hold their sign.
You know what scares me about that? He'd be the ring girl and he'd look like one.
No. No. That's not the kind of show. We're doing that one for St. Patty's Day. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody wants to see Mrs. Doubtfire on a stage, I'm telling you.
Do you, on a more serious note, though, Donna, is there an alumni group or do the gals get together at all and
we still
have
do
a round table and discuss their issues and what have you?
Not as a group, but my assistant has a group that she takes to bingo on Saturday nights. When you're in recovery, you've got to find some healthy things to do and learn how to have fun without the drugs and alcohol. So we're good with that. We go to all the Peer 360 events, and our alumni meet up with us there. So, we keep in contact with a huge population of our alumni still. And I see them at meetings. I run into them at meetings, or they want me to present their 3-year coin, their 4. I just presented a girl Saturday at one of our NA meetings, her 3-year coin. And she stayed at Emmaus House for almost 2 years and graduated Oakland County Sobriety Court with no sanctions and is just excelling in life. So I love that I get to see my alumni. I do.
Do you work with the courts? I mean, do they refer to you?
Yes. I attend Saginaw's Recovery Court. I have 2 girls that are in that, and such a great. I wish that I had more girls in the Saginaw Recovery Court, because they can divvy out some more severe consequences than I can. And it keeps, consequences unfortunately are necessary because they keep you in line. I always did good in controlled environments with consequences. I was a good girl. It's when I got out on my own that I made bad choices. And a lot of the girls are the same. The consequences are necessary. When I got to Saginaw and I had nowhere else to go and I was homeless, I had to follow the rules because I couldn't get kicked out. I had nowhere to go. And until I got into solid recovery, that kept me in line from doing things I shouldn't be doing.
I will take a break, come back with our guests. Again, Emmaus House, the fundraiser on the 14th at Horizons Conference Center.
How is your child doing in school this year?
Hi, we're back with you here on WSGW. In studio with me, Donna Clark, the Executive Director of Emmaus House, Bill Fetterspiel, Saginaw County Sheriff, but also a noted musician in this area, and Curtis McLeod, who works for us, but also a very noted musician in the area who has teamed up with Bill. So you have a number of artists that you tribute.
Yes.
A number of artists you tribute.
At least 12.
and now you're going to take on a duet, sort of.
Kind of. Call it that. It's a collaboration.
The Emmaus House, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
People
Which
ask me,
one do you play?
well, that's what people ask me. Which one? I said, take a look at me. Which one do you think? I'm John Belushi. I'm Joliet Jake. He's Dan Aykroyd character. He fits the mold, and so he's Elwood Blues, and I'm.
I got a small preview of it. And I'm telling you, other people did too because it was on social media. We got tickets ordered right after that because I know they saw that. It's going to be something to see. And these two pull it off so perfectly.
We even sold a ticket to somebody in Florida.
Yes.
Who stays in Florida till May. Wasn't coming to the show until he saw that video that Curtis posted and said, "I'm got to come up and see the Blues Brothers." Boy, the pressure's on, Art. The pressure's on, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I joke. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment.
It's great.
I love that movie. I've been watching it all my life, and only with Bill would there be an opportunity to recreate the Blues Brothers. You know,
That's what I'm about, bringing opportunities to the community.
yes. It's
The
going to
only-
be so much fun.
It is.
So
It's going to be a great time.
Doing 4 songs as the Blues Brothers. Be some crowd interaction on one
Absolutely.
of the songs. So.
My girls are looking forward to dancing. And when they heard he was going to be playing Bruno Mars and Backstreet Boys, stuff like that, the dance floor, I saw the preview to the show for ours, and we were at a bar, restaurant. You couldn't even get near the dance floor. It was so packed. And so I can't wait to see that part with the dance floor. That when you're a band, that's one of the rewards, to see everybody on the dance floor enjoying your music. And I guarantee that's going to happen.
One of the problems with Bill's band is a 10-piece.
12.
Now 12. Yeah.
12 for
Good.
the show.
Wonderful.
12.
12-piece
And
band.
they're tight. I tell you, and
Need
it's
a big stage.
It's awesome. I've got some of the best musicians out there, really. We got a vocalist, Holly Erb, out of Williamston, Michigan, comes up every week for practice. Blair Smith, fabulous on the saxophone, from Lansing, Michigan. We got Tim Burgess on saxophones, a couple of saxophones here out of Saginaw. Matt Wicke, the band teacher from St. Charles, who's my trombonist. We've also got Matt Hillman on the drums out of Frankenmuth, Bob Charlebois on keyboards and on harmonica out of Pinconning, Jason Maurer, a fabulous bass player out of Reese, Michigan, and Randy Price, I say one of the best guitar players I've ever worked with on lead guitar. And now we've also got Joe Turner on percussion, helping out the drummer. He's going to have the congas out there and some other percussion instruments. Now we got Curtis McLeod as well. And so I'm just one small part of this big machine, but to have a band that's 12 members and it's tight. Most bands, four members, maybe 5. But when you have this many moving pieces and it's really seamless, I'm very proud of this band, Shakedown Band, and they're awesome people. Just wanted to give them a shout out because they're kind of, usually it's me here on the radio. You couldn't fit 12 people in here, but plus they'd all want to toot their own horns. And anyways, I know. I'm sorry. I got little kids, so it had to be a dad joke. But it's awesome to be able to do this. I love to perform, love working with Curtis, and I love helping the Emmaus House. So really, it's Valentine's Day. For goodness sakes, it's Valentine's Day. Come on out. Cupid's calling. Bring a date. Dance. Have a great meal. Have a great show. A lot of great prizes are going to auction off as well, and maybe Donna could tell you more about that. That's
Absolutely.
incredible.
We have a signed authentic Lions jersey signed by Aiden Hutchinson.
Ooh.
And that's going to be auctioned. We have a weekend at the Bavarian Inn with the water park. We have tickets to Tiger game, Pistons game. Pistons tickets are right there, almost near the court. We have many, many more. We have a big lottery tree birdhouse with we purchased almost $200 in lottery tickets for it. So we're not doing our raffle baskets this year. We're doing I think there's 7 big ticket items that we're going to auction. And Bill has a friend who is an auctioneer.
Mike Furlow. He's
Yes.
also on our mounted division.
Yes.
Furlow Auctions.
Yes, and he's going to do the auction, and that's always fun, too.
He's funny.
So it will be a little bit different, but some great prizes.
There's also 50-yard line tickets for a Michigan football game.
Yes,
Somebody
sorry, I
donated.
forgot that one.
And
because I'm a State fan. No, I'm just kidding.
she mentioned. That's why I brought it up. No, she mentioned about this.
Not all things can be cured.
Yeah, I know. She mentioned about the lottery birdhouse. So when you hear somebody saying one flew over the cuckoo's nest, they're not talking about me. All right, it's just I want to make sure you know that, Art. It's the birdhouse
don't look at me.
lottery ticketry.
I've known you too long.
I've
in
flown that
Michigan-
coop a long time ago.
The Michigan tickets are really, really good seats too.
They are.
So these are.
I'll see if they can make it for the Michigan State game, so you can go see it.
I think I'm going to take a break. We'll be back with our guests right after these notes.
Hi, Stan the Goldman.
Got a closet full of clothes that need freshening up? Trust the name families have relied on for over 50 years, Clayton Cleaners. This week, we're offering you $25 worth of dry cleaning services for...
Hi, we're back with you in studio. Bill Fetterspiel, Sheriff of Saginaw County, but musician extraordinaire. And he will be performing for the benefit of the Emmaus House and its executive director, Donna Clark, with us this morning. It is February 14th at Horizons Conference Center. Very limited tickets are available. They have a big buffet dinner at 6:15, and then the music and dancing from 8 o'clock on. $80 for a ticket, and you can go online to EmmausHouseSaginaw.com and find out more about it. Which brings up the question, how is Emmaus House funded?
Emmaus House, these fundraisers are so important to us because we are not government funded. We run strictly on the graciousness of our foundations and our religious sector and the private sector of this community and Midland, Bay City. So we don't charge our ladies to stay with us. We don't bill any insurance. We run on the generosity of this area, our county, other counties. But so these fundraisers are so important because this is a big bulk of our year budgeting. And so I want to thank all the sponsors because we could not do this without the amazing businesses and foundations sponsoring us and private people sponsoring this event.
A lady comes to stay with you. How long is the average stay?
The average stay, I like them to stay in between a year and 2 years. It takes a long time to recover from the wreckage and the misery. There's a lot of repairing to do, and it doesn't happen within 30 days, 60 days.
Don, I have to ask this because you had mentioned you were on a lot of recovery programs throughout your 25 years of using. What was it at Emmaus House that worked that the others couldn't do for you?
Well, and first of all, when I left treatment, every time I went home. The key this time, I am a true believer that you cannot heal in the environment in which you're sick. So I got out of the Metro Detroit area. There's not another place like Emmaus House. There's a lot of sober livings and a lot of recovery houses, but Emmaus House is a school, and there's no charge. We're the only one that's completely free, giving you rides to wherever you have to go, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, job interviews, school. We give you rides wherever you want to go, and there is no time limit. Everybody recovers at a different rate, a different pace. We don't want to rush recovery. You can't, because some people have more trauma and more wreckage. Some people have no education. Some do. So everybody recovers at a different rate, and there's no pressure there. As long as you're working on a goal, staying clean and sober, and following our rules, you can stay as long as you need to.
How's it changed your life?
Oh, my gosh. I could have never imagined that I would be where I'm at. And I wouldn't be here without Emmaus House. But I love life today. And I was miserable for so long. And I didn't want to die, but I didn't care if I did. Today I want to live. And I love my clear-headed mind and my decision-making today, which came from everything I learned through the 12 steps of recovery and Emmaus House. I'm loving life today.
You reconcile with your family?
Absolutely. My family is so proud of me, and there's no better words in this whole world than your children say, Mom, we are so proud of you. And my children trust me today. And Mom,